This video has been 14 months in the making, ladies and gentlemen. I've decided to count down 15 more of my favorite paint schemes in Monster Jam. Keep in mind, these are my opinions, and you should respect them as I'll respect your opinions. If you have a favorite paint scheme of any kind and you want to post it down in the comments, I'll read as many of you as I can. And maybe I might agree with you, I might disagree with you. But keep that in mind as we go through this list. So without further ado, number 15. Kicking off this list, we have the old Aftershock Body. Keep this in mind as we go through this video here. A lot of these paint schemes are going to be based off nostalgia alone. So, starting off here, we have this lovely paint scheme of Aftershock by Bob Robbins, I believe, as you can see right on the window there. And, yeah, I like the white in the front. It ends abruptly with the yellow flames and the lovely, lovely blue shading there on the back. It's just an overall nice paint scheme, and the white rims are a nice touch as well. Number 14. Another truck from this time period is the good old Cowboy. Hey, who wants to take their horse down to the old town? Okay, no. We are not bringing that up, okay? I know about 9 months too late on that. But yeah, I really like this paint scheme for how plain it is. I just really like the chassis and the truck it was built. Of course, it was built by Scott Hartsock, of course. It was off the old Gunslinger body when he got a new truck in like 2006 or something. So yeah, and the white rims, I really love those. I love that logo and that font of Cowboy and the lasso. Also, you may not see it, but the Cowboy on the front, just like how Gunslinger used to have a like gunslinger type guy on the front hood there. And also the blue thing. What on earth is that? Number 13. Up next, we have a very kind of fitting. It's number 13, yet this is known to be a pretty bad luck truck. It's the white Backdraft that only drove for a year by Jeremy Slifko. In 2011, this is the one he took to the World Finals, the only time he was at the World Finals. As you can see there, he broke the right front wheel there. And it's kind of a shame. I really like it better than the red one, but it's just kind of a shame. It's kind of the misfortunate one. Number 12. At number 12, I have a paint scheme I was pretty uncertain of when I first saw it at World Finals 20. Back at the World Finals back in May. Kind of rough seeing it how it's in May now instead of late March, but nonetheless. This is the one, of course, Jimmy Creten finally won his racing championship in. Is sponsored by Five Finger Death Punch, of course. And Bounty Hunter, that I like that logo. And the rest of it being black, kind of, it really fits this, really suits it just well. But I still don't agree with the body. It's just glad to see Jimmy Creten's luck finally turn around at the Monster Jam World Finals. Once again, we have another black truck here. This is the All-Star Avenger. Oh my lord, look at this thing. Team Fire. Of course, the only other truck to have had a special paint scheme, of course, was Bad Company. The ice one, it looks okay, but this one, goodness gracious, this is awesome looking. Especially we have, looks like the Terminator right here. And the flag there, I think it just says Team Fire because a lot of our trucks did. But yeah, this really looks like this truck is ready to say, I'll be back. Number 11. Sorry guys, I accidentally made a counting mistake. This is actually number 10, not 11. So number 10, we have the old Maniac. As I told you, a lot of these will be fueled by nostalgia here. This is pretty spectacular with the purple and this stuff on the side. I never even knew what it was, even on the monster truck diecast. It looks like there's not even a windshield there. That's hilarious. And the white rims, man, I think those were the only color that would fit absolutely perfectly with this whole entire paint scheme here, Maniac. I just really like it, and that's all that really even matters at this point. Number 9. Another truck fueled by nostalgia is the 2009 Shocker. I really love this paint scheme. I've loved it more in the die-cast, and this one's just as good. As you can see here, the blue chassis, of course, the original Shocker, which I'm not really a big fan of, but this is the one I grew up with, so I'm sticking with it. So yeah, the only thing is that eye looks out of place, and the mouth but it gives it character in kind of a weird, shocking way. The camouflage and the shocks on there. It's a bizarre combo that works, kind of like chicken and waffles almost. But nothing really beats chicken and waffles, does it? Number 8. At number 8, we have the Old Iron Warrior paint scheme. Kind of the one in the middle, we have the 2006 version, which looks pretty tacky. This is the one, of course, everyone knows the famous die-cast of. And the orange one is cool as well, but this one kind of hits pretty darn close to home, in my opinion. I just love the blue and the Iron Warrior logo. And, of course, the weird things on the sides. Kind of like T-Max. You remember T-Max is like, what are those? But the good news is they don't jut out at all. In fact, they're just decals. What am I saying? And we have Trey Myers on the back. And then we have that thing on the hood there. I think it's like a shield or something. Just really goes well with the one. Although the orange one's better, I still like this one just as much. Number 7. The last truck to have been fueled by nostalgia for now is at number 7, Tropical Thunder from, I don't even know how long, at least before 2009, I think. And I just really like this paint scheme. I like how the yellow and the red flows in between. Kind of like that NASCAR game with the custom car garage where you pick out paint scheme or something. It's kind of like that. I forgot the name of that specific type of paint scheme. And also, the only thing that juts out in my opinion is that blue line under Thunder there. In fact, on the other side it's worse because the T and the R are almost completely covered up because it blends in almost exactly with it. And while I'm not too crazy about the newest one and the Australian one might be better, there's no denying you must have loved this paint scheme when you were little. Number 6. At number 6, we have another black truck. You're kind of seeing a pattern here, although it's kind of a blackish truck. It's Northern Nightmare, of course. In fact, sometimes a lot of people forget that this truck exists, and if you are one of those, you are an uncultured swine. Anyway, sorry about that. Northern Nightmare, I really like this truck. Cam McQueen, of course, came from Nitro Circus, which was originally Pastrana 199, but who cares? Northern Nightmare, I really like how this truck is kind of shaped, almost, you know what I mean? Just that thing on the back kind of makes it, it's kind of a shame we don't have a custom tooling for that one yet, even though it's totally different. I'm surprised Monster Jam OCD hasn't talked about this, but they should really make a new casting with this body, you know what I mean? And it's a shame he wasn't at the World Finals this year, but that's okay because he's kind of too cool for the World Finals, if you know what I mean. Number 5. At number 5, we have Whiplash. Ooh boy, this is kind of strange. How this is a girl truck, and yet I like a girl truck for some reason. Well, this is completely different. This is way better than Wildflower. In fact, just about everything's better than Wildflower. The very frame I saw this truck at the kickoff show in 2018, technically 2017, I almost fell in love with this truck. In fact, just about everybody did, because this truck looks amazing. And it's kind of like one of those underdog type trucks. Like, you want to see it win, but at the same time you don't want to see it win. It's kind of strange. It's kind of a shame Spin Master had to butcher it by calling it W. I mean, what the heck, man? I don't know. Kind of wish the Hot Wheels would have made it, but that's okay. Now they have all the time to make it in the world. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just kind of run out of words to say. The hood looks pretty cool. The decal on it. And the rims. Yeah. Number 4. We have went back to Nostalgia Town once again, just like I would say. We have the Iron Outlaw Torque version. It only ran for 1 year in 2008. So yeah, I love this black here. It's kind of a shame Tom Mentz had to screw everything up by landing on top of his hood. Craig Christensen did not like that at all, and he had a poor performance at the World Finals, but that's okay. I love the gold logo, Iron Outlaw. It looks like this was made to be. This paint scheme is Iron Outlaw. While the red one's cool and the gray one looks pretty good as well. this one hits pretty darn close to home. Also, the gold horse on there, I really love this because you know I love me some horses. Because after all, I got the horses in the bag. Horse stock is attached. Head is matted black. Got the bushes like the match. I am never making that joke ever again. Number 3. Oh yeah, anyone who's spent a single second watching Monster Jam knew this truck would be pretty darn close to the bottom. It's Backwards Bob. Oh man, this hits right here where I live, because this is so unique. It's it is amazing how they didn't come up with this sooner until 2009. It's a shame. It is an unfortunate tragedy that this truck is retired. Gosh, I hate Feld so much. But yeah, it's so unique, and the baby blue is actually really cool, and the dark blue and the yellow. Oh my goodness gracious! And I also like how the logo is backwards, like it's mirrored on the other side. Like if you put it up to, like you take a diecast, put it up to the mirror, it looks like the other side. And the fact they make it drive backwards by putting the body on backwards, obviously, because they drive so unbelievably slow backwards that it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Number 2. At number 2, we have a very nostalgic truck. This is Team Hot Wheels in 2018 before the World Finals. Oh my gosh, I love the nice blue on the right side and gold on the other. The old Hot Wheels logo, and the world's best driver on the bottom, although you can't read that, and the orange on the bottom. So I'm pretty sure that it would be it would pretty much be number 1 on this list, right?
Pretty sure it doesn't.
I'm gonna get so many copyright strikes in just this one video, won't I? Anyway, I did say there is a gold side on your side, so let me pull that up. And here it is in much better quality. The gold is kind of more like a greenish yellow on the Hot Wheels version. And it's kind of a shame. It turns out it says fastest metal cars in the world. If only that was true now. And I just noticed it says Scott Buta right there. That's funny. And since 68, I love that logo there. It's just kind of a shame this didn't stick around for the entirety of the 2018 season. And my number 1 personal favorite paint scheme goes to... Nah, I'm just kidding. Oh, the number 1 is without a doubt Bigfoot. No, I'm not trolling. It's actually Bigfoot number 1. I just really love this blue on here. What's better to go with number 1 than Bigfoot number 1? As you can see, the original monster truck 4x4x4. Oh, and not the dreaded BKT tires. Instead, this is the real man. These are men tires on here. Firestone, heck yeah. And the autism sticker right there, that's a wonderful touch. And just overall, it's just amazing that this truck even still exists, unlike Gravedigger number like 3 or something, like Grandma Gravedigger. It just left her rot out in Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina. But we still have Bigfoot number 1 in perfect working order. That's absolutely incredible. Now, my question today is, which truck is your favorite? Leave a comment down below, and I might respect your opinion. I might not, but you'll have to try really hard to disagree with me on my favorite paint scheme. So leave a comment and share. I'll respond as many of you as I can. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.